Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 9, Appearance of the Demon Vitrasura, verse number 41. 41 has a very small purport, so I'll read 42 also. 42 we will chant, 41 I'll read by myself. Asmakam tavakanam tatata hare tava charana nalina yugala dhyana nubaddha hridaya nigadanam swalinga vivaranenatmasat kritanam anukampanuranjita vishada ruchira shishira smitavalokena vigalita maduram mukharasamrita kalaya Chantastapam managrahasi shamayitum. Translation. O Supreme Protector, so the demigods are praying to the Supreme Lord. O Supreme Protector, O Grandfather, O Supreme Pure, O Lord, we are all surrendered souls at your lotus feet. Indeed, our minds are bound to your lotus feet in meditation by chains of love. Now please manifest your incarnation, accepting us as your own eternal servants and devotees. Be pleased with us and sympathetic towards us. By your love-filled glance, with its cool and pleasing smile of sympathy, and by the sweet nectarian words emanating from your beautiful face, free us from the anxiety caused by this Vritrasura, who always pains the cores of our hearts. Purport. Lord Brahma is considered the father of the demigods, but Krishna, or Lord Vishnu, is the father of Brahma, because Brahma took birth from the lotus flower growing from the Lord's abdomen. Verse number 42. Atha bhagavam stavasmabhir akhila jagat utpatti sthiti laya Nimittayamana divyamaya vinodasya Sakala jiva nikayanam antarhridayeshu Bahirapi cha brahma pratyag atma swarupena Pradhana rupena cha yatha desha kala dehavasthana vishesham tad upadano palambhakatayanubhavataha sarva pratyaya sakshina Akasha sharirasya sakshat Parabrahmanah Paramatmanah Kiyaniha Vartha Vishesho Vignapaniya Syad Vispulingadibhir Iva Hiranyaretasah. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Lord, as the small sparks of a fire cannot possibly perform the actions of the whole fire, we sparks of your Lordship cannot inform you of the necessities of our lives. You are the complete whole. Therefore, of what do we need to inform you? You know everything because you are the original cause of the cosmic manifestation, the maintainer and the annihilator of the entire universal creation. You always engage in your pastimes with your spiritual and material energies, for you are the controller of all these varied energies. You exist within all living entities, within the cosmic manifestation, and also beyond them. You exist internally as Parabrahman and externally as the ingredients of the material creation. Therefore, although manifested in various stages, at different times and places, and in various bodies, you, the personality of Godhead, are the original cause of all causes. Indeed, you are the original element. You are the witness of all activities. But because you are as great as the sky, you are never touched by any of them. You are the witness of everything as Parabrahman, as Paramatma. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, nothing is unknown to you. Purport. The Absolute Truth exists in three phases of spiritual understanding: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shabdyate. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the cause of Brahman and Paramatma. Brahman, the impersonal Absolute Truth, is all-pervading, and Paramatma is locally situated in everyone's heart. But Bhagavan, who is worshipable by the devotees, is the original cause of all causes. A pure devotee is aware that since nothing is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he need not be informed of a devotee's conveniences and inconveniences. A pure devotee knows that there is no need to ask the Absolute Truth for any material necessities. Therefore, while informing the Supreme Lord about their distress in being attacked by Vritrasura, the demigods apologized for offering prayers for their safety. A neophyte devotee, of course, approaches the Supreme Lord for relief from distress or poverty, or for speculative knowledge of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 7.16 mentions four kinds of pious men who begin devotional service to the Lord. One who is distressed, artha; one in need of money, artha-arthi; one who is inquisitive, jignasu; and one who is searching for the Absolute Truth, Jnani. A pure devotee, however, knows that since the Lord is omnipresent and omniscient, there is no need to offer prayers or worship Him for one's personal benefit. A pure devotee always engages in the service of the Lord without demanding anything. The Lord is present everywhere and knows the necessities of His devotees. Consequently, there is no need to disturb Him by asking Him for material benefits. So these are the prayers being offered by the Devatas, headed by Indra, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has appeared on the scene, being pleased, satisfied with the prayers of Indra and the Devatas. And now further they are praying to Him. And so how do they address Him? They address the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Tata Tata. Tata Tata, and Prabhupada writes in the purport of the previous verse, Tata means the Father, and Tata means father. So Tata Tata means father of the Father, which becomes grandfather. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the grandfather of all the Devatas, because all the Devatas' father is Brahma. Brahma is considered to be the father of all the Devatas. And Brahma's father is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, born from Vishnu, from his abdomen, from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So they are addressing the Supreme Lord Vishnu. So Tata Tata, O grandfather. And they say, Natanam, who are fully surrendered unto you. We are all fully surrendered unto you. And they call him by different names. Hare, O Lord Hari. And like this, the two beautiful prayers are being offered and wonderful things they are saying. And in this verse, we see all these different prayers that they are making, all the Devatas are making. You are the complete whole. You know everything. They're glorifying the Lord. Prayers means you glorify the Lord, and prayer could also mean you ask something for the Lord. That is one form of a prayer, asking something and glorifying the Lord, thanking the Lord. There could be so many things. So here we see two aspects in their prayer. One aspect, they are glorifying the Lord, and another aspect, they are asking something from the Lord. So very beautifully, all the Devatas are glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are glorifying His exalted position, His greatness, His wonderful qualities. All these things they are glorifying. And here they are saying, you know everything because you are the original cause of the cosmic manifestation. The entire cosmic manifestation, the cause is you. You are the maintainer. And very beautifully here they are saying, you are the maintainer and the annihilator of the entire universe. You are the maintainer and the annihilator and the cause. Cause of the cosmic manifestation, maintainer and annihilator. So as we also know, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are the secondary causes, but the primary cause is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You always engage in your pastimes with all your energies. You exist within all the living entities. You are beyond them also, and you are the original element. So if you trace anything in this material world, what is the original element with which it all began? It will go to the Supreme Personality of God. Like for example, this is a table, and this table is made of wood. Wood has come from the tree, and the tree has come from the seed. And the seed, we don't manufacture seeds. Seeds are already there. It comes from the earth. And the planet Earth was a creation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. And so everything, He is the original element. And further they pray, you are the witness of all activities. So we must always remember that Krishna is constantly observing us. He's a supreme witness. He's right there inside our heart, watching all our actions, good and bad. You are the witness of everything, O Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they end with the prayer, nothing is unknown to you. So this is a glorification. And the other part of their prayer, which is their ask, is that please protect us from the demon Vritrasura who has appeared before us and is going to kill us. A huge demon. We read that in the previous verses. And then, so very nicely, they pray that we are small sparks of fire and He is the original fire. So, have the small sparks of fire, do they need to inform anything to the original fire? Because original fire is huge, it's so great, it knows everything. It is something, it's not a matter to, a small spark, just like Prabhupada gives an example, a child is a part of his parents. The child doesn't need to inform the father anything. So they are asking this prayer, they are asking the Devatas are asking the Supreme Lord, please protect us from Vritrasura. And then they're also saying, nothing is unknown to you. You know all these things because we are very small, tiny spark and you are the great fire. So Prabhupada writes very beautifully in the purport, the demigods apologized for offering prayers for their safety. Just like a child never asks the father at any time. The problem begins when he starts asking the father. As long as he's not asking the father, the child is very happy. But when he grows up, he forgets his position as being under the care of his parents. So similarly, we have come to this material world and we are not conscious that the Supreme Lord is the original Father, is the actual protector, is everything for us. He's right there inside our heart. He knows everything that is going on in my life, and I need not ask anything from the Supreme Lord. If I have to ask anything, the only thing that I should ask is causeless devotion at His lotus feet. Asking the Lord for protection, doesn't Lord know that I need protection? It's like Prahlad Maharaj, when Hiranyakashipu was disturbing him, Hiranyakashipu was disturbing him so much, he never asked anything from the Lord. A 5-year-old boy, because he was trained in Bhakti Yoga by his spiritual master Narad Muni. So similarly, coming to this position of not asking, actually if we see the whole world is full of desires, everyone is full of desires. If you tell someone that you go and pray to the Lord and in his prayer don't ask anything, it is something inconceivable. Going to the temple and praying to the Lord means you ask. It is inconceivable. But a small child, Prahlad Maharaj, learnt it because he had a bona fide spiritual master, Narad Muni. And because he was just remembering the Lord, not remembering the Lord and asking the Lord to come and protect him. And imagine the situation that Prahlad Maharaj was going through. He was being pierced by those lances. He was in a pit of poisonous snakes. He was being stamped by an elephant. Here, Vritrasura has just appeared. Here, the war hasn't started. But there, Prahlad Maharaj was already being inflicted with all these troubles and pains. He was given a cup of poison to drink. He drank it happily. So, Prabhupada writes, a pure devotee, however, knows that since the Lord is omnipresent and omniscient, there is no need to offer prayers or worship Him for one's personal benefit. A pure devotee always engages in the service of the Lord without demanding anything. The Lord is present everywhere and knows the necessities of His devotees. Consequently, there is no need to disturb Him by asking Him for material benefits. So this is Bhakti Yoga, this is pure devotional service, and the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all of them teach us this, that a devotee at heart should be desireless. We should never approach the Lord with any prayer, no matter how much suffering we are going through. In fact, all these sufferings should be welcomed because it gives us an opportunity to remember the Lord. The only prayer that we should make is, give me bhakti. Generally, when someone goes to a rich man, his prayer will be, give me something, give me wealth, give me this, give me. You go to a rich person and ask something, that's your prayer. So what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching us? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. I do not want any wealth. Na dhanam, na janam. I do not want good followers. Na sundarim. I do not want beautiful women. These are all our prayers that we have. Kavitam va, and I do not want results of some good fruitive actions. Kavitam va, Jagadisha kamaye, Jagadisha or the Supreme Lord kamaye. I do not want this. Then what do you want if you don't want all these things? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va, Jagadisha kame, mama janmani janma ishware, bhavatad bhaktir ahetukitai. So this is what I want. And I want bhavatad. It happens to me, I get bhaktir ahetuki. I get bhakti and it is qualified by a word ahetuki. Ahetuki means causeless. Not that I do bhakti with Lord with some business, with some intention to get something for the Lord. I've taken to Krishna consciousness because my material position will be secured, my this will be secured, my everything will be secured. No. Bhakti ahetuki apratihat. And only this bhakti, not motivated with any tinge of material desires, will actually make you happy. Bhavatad bhaktir ahetuki tvai, towards you, and ahetuki apratihata. Elsewhere in the Bhagavatam it says ahetuki means causeless, not for a reason I am doing bhakti, and apratihata, unstoppable. Nothing should stop bhakti, and only this yayatma suprasidati. It will actually make us happy. Suprasidati, not only happy, supremely happy. We'll be really be peaceful and happy. So as long as we have not come to the platform of pure devotional service, that real pleasure, that real happiness is very difficult to get. In the material world, why do people here, we are reading that we should not ask the Lord for material benefits. Why do people ask for material benefits? Because they think there is happiness in this, there is pleasure in this. If I get some wealth, I'll be very happy. If I get a good job, I'll be very happy. If I get this, I'll be very happy. If I get more money, I'll be very happy. Yes, all these things, job and all these things are required. But as per our karma, these things are already destined. We should remember that. That's what the Bhagavatam says. But bhakti, if we don't aspire after, we will not get it. Because it is said that Krishna can give you anything. You go and ask Krishna material desires, he'll give you. But bhakti is very special. He's not so easily going to give you bhakti, sanctioned bhakti. So we ask for material pleasures because we ask for material, we have material desires because we think it is going to give us pleasures. But actually, if we analyze, nothing material in this world has actually made us happy. You have a very good job, very high-paying job, very nice. You work 5 days a week. You're happy with that. But after the end of the 5th day, you want a break. Why? Because you're not happy. You want something else. And Saturday, Sunday, you want to relax. And then after Saturday, Sunday, Monday, again you go back to the job. Because now after relaxation, how much can you relax? Maybe 3 days you relax. Then you're looking, Saturday you start thinking about the job and all what you have to do. So this is called bhoga tyaga, or alternating. We keep on changing a position from something to something, back to something, back to... So in the material world, we are trying for rasa, but actually we see there is no rasa in anything, no permanent rasa. We get some rasa, but that rasa ends. And then we move on to another place to find another kind of rasa, which I think will give me rasa, but ultimately it ends. It is only when we come to the platform of bhakti rasa that we will truly be happy. We will actually be satisfied. And only when we perform, engage in this pure devotional service to Krishna, Krishna will be happy. Bhakti means what? Pure devotional service, which is to make Krishna happy. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. He's asking such small, simple things. But in the next 3 lines, in each of these lines, Krishna is saying 3 times with what mood we have to give him all these things. We may be giving big things with feelings that, oh, I'm offering such great big things to Krishna, but Krishna is not interested in all those things. Krishna is interested in our bhakti. And that is exactly what we must be cultivating, pure devotional service. So, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, yo me bhaktya prayachati. Prayachati, one who offers with bhakti. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. And if you offer it with bhakti, tadham bhaktyu uparitam. I accept his offered things because bhakti uparitam. He is offering with bhakti. Second time Krishna says. Bhaktya prayachati bhakti uparitam. And ashnami, and I eat ashnami prayatatmanaha, because he is offering, third time prayatatmana, because offering with devotion. So in our spiritual journey, we must always remember, am I trying to develop pure devotion for the Supreme Lord? Everything else will be taken care by the Supreme Lord by default. It is automatic. If you're thinking that, no, this is not happening, that is not happening, it's because we are not engaged in pure devotional service. That's why our karma is acting. So this is happening, that is happening, distresses are coming. This karma will not stop because you're destined to live with it. Karma can stop only by pure devotion. So the moment we see that there's something not right going on in my life, instead of setting those things right or getting too much involved in it, as a matter of duty, only something should be done. We should be thinking, mostly I'm not doing pure devotional service. Because Krishna says he'll give everything. Ananya shintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Krishna is saying, I will preserve what he has. I will provide what he lacks. Just look at the boons that Krishna is giving us. But you have to engage in ananya shintayanto mam, pure devotional service, constantly thinking of me. And in today's day and age, in this Kali Yuga, we are so blessed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. He has given us such a simple method to engage in pure devotional service, simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord. So the chanting of the holy names of the Lord should be done with utmost care, with attention. Prabhupada writes in one letter to his disciple that the 16 rounds chanting, we read this in the main temple hall, that the chanting of the 16 every day, these are the instructions Prabhupada is given. How the chanting should be done. The chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra must be done 16 rounds a day minimum, with attention, listening very carefully. And then he says, this is the method to purify the heart in the age of Kali. This is the method. Chanting, listening very carefully, hearing attentively, this is the method. And it's such a simple method. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has proclaimed that this is the best process. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's two close associates were Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Raya. We know, when all three, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be with these two devotees most of the time, and during the nights, he would spend nights with them discussing about Krishna. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be in a particular mood, they would chant appropriate shlokas and songs. Swarup Damodar would sing a nice song to him, and Ramananda Raya would chant a nice shloka to him to enhance the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu once, with a lot of jubilation, with a lot of happiness, he told this to both of them. Harshe kahe, Harshe Prabhu kahe, suno, Swarup Rama Raya. Harshe Prabhu kahe, with a lot of happiness, Prabhu is saying. To whom? Swarup Rama Raya, to these two devotees. What is he saying? Nama Sankirtana Kalau Parama Upaya. Harshe Prabhu kahe, suno, Swarup Rama Raya. Nama Sankirtana Kalau Parama Upaya. So this Nama Sankirtana, Upaya means a solution. And not just a solution, Parama Upaya is the best solution. Prabhupada translates, it's the most feasible method to achieve Krishna Bhakti, pure devotional service. So we should always realize we are so blessed that, such a simple method has been given to attain pure devotional service. To attain pure devotional service is not easy. It is very, very, very difficult. Even the great devatas, munis, sages cannot attain. But we in this age of Kali Yuga, the most fallen souls, have got this method. And so if we chant this mantra according to the direction of the spiritual master, then there is no doubt that we cannot attain the platform of pure devotional service in this lifetime. So we should not ask God any material benefits. We should only ask pure devotional service. So Prabhupada is writing, there's no need to disturb God by asking him material benefits. We should always, pure devotees, just engage in the Lord's service without demanding anything. We'll end here. Granth Rashi Mad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.